Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So, get this. Did you know there's a part of the United States where the sun just disappears for months? I'm talking about Utqiagvik, Alaska, where they have over 2 months of straight-up nighttime. Can you imagine that? It's like living in a permanent movie night. You'd get through your entire Netflix queue in like a week. The only problem is you'd eventually run out of popcorn, and then what? Just sitting in the dark, thinking about your life choices. It's wild. But honestly, that's just the tip of the iceberg. Or, should I say, the tip of the glacier. Because the US is packed with bizarre geographical facts that sound completely made up. You think you know this country, but you have no idea. We're talking about a state like Kentucky that's literally sitting on top of a secret underground sea, or well, a massive aquifer. Or the fact that Hawaii is actually growing bigger every single day. And don't even get me started on all the ghost towns scattered across the map, just waiting for a horror movie to be filmed there. So, I want you to do me a favor. Forget everything you thought you knew about American geography. Throw that old, dusty textbook out the window, because today, we're going on a road trip through the weird, the wacky, and the wait, is that for real, side of the USA. We're about to explore 50 more insane facts about US geography. So buckle up, it's going to be a bumpy and very strange ride. Let's do this. Alright, let's kick things off in the Sunshine State. Florida. You know it for its beaches, theme parks, and of course, Florida Man. But did you know that parts of the state could, at any moment, just disappear? I'm not kidding. It's like the state is playing a high-stakes game of Jenga with itself. The ground beneath their feet is basically Swiss cheese. The entire state sits on a massive platform of limestone, which is a very soft, porous rock. It's like building your house on a giant sugar cube. So, what happens when it rains? And in Florida, it rains a lot. That rainwater becomes slightly acidic as it seeps through the soil, and when it reaches the limestone, it starts dissolving it. Slowly but surely, it carves out these huge underground caves and voids. You're walking around, enjoying the sunshine, completely unaware that there's a giant empty cavern right under your flip-flops. It's the ultimate surprise party that no one, absolutely no one, wants to be invited to. This creates what we call sinkholes, and they can open up anywhere, anytime, without any warning. 1 minute you're admiring your perfectly manicured lawn, the next minute your lawn is gone, replaced by a giant, muddy pit. There's even a region in Central Florida known as Sinkhole Alley. It's not a cute nickname. This isn't like Memory Lane. It's a place where the ground just randomly decides to quit. They've had some truly massive ones like the Green Banana Sinkhole, which is so big it looks like a meteor hit it. Imagine the conversation with your insurance agent. Yeah, hi, so, my car is gone. Oh no, was it stolen? Not exactly. The earth kind of ate it. It's terrifying and hilarious at the same time. You're just trying to get to the grocery store, and suddenly the road in front of you collapses into the abyss. It adds a whole new level of anxiety to your daily commute. Forget traffic, you have to worry about the planet itself trying to swallow you whole. Only in Florida, man. Only in Florida. Okay, from a state that's falling apart to a spot where 4 states come together. Let's talk about the Four Corners Monument. This is the only place in the entire United States where you can be in 4 states at the exact same time. We're talking about Arizona, Colorado, New Mexico, and Utah. It's the geographical equivalent of a group hug, or maybe one of those awkward 4-way handshakes. It's truly one of a kind. Now you can literally put a hand or a foot in each state. People go there and contort themselves into these crazy positions to get the perfect photo. It's the ultimate game of Twister. Right foot, Colorado. Left hand, Arizona. You see families all tangled up on the ground, laughing, trying to get every limb into a different state. It's a geographer's dream and a chiropractor's nightmare. The multitasking is insane. You could be sipping a coffee in Utah while technically sunbathing in Arizona. The history of this spot is pretty interesting too. It wasn't just some random point they picked. After the Mexican-American War, Congress had to draw up the territories, and back in the 1860s, they were just drawing straight lines on a map. They didn't have GPS or Google Maps. They had surveyors out there with chains and compasses, battling the elements to mark these borders. The result is this perfect, beautiful intersection of 4 states. It's a monument to good old-fashioned surveying. Think about the vacation photo possibilities. You can tell your friends you visited 4 states in under 10 seconds. Talk about an efficient road trip. You could stand in the middle and be in 4 different time zones. If they weren't all in the mountain time zone, except for Arizona, which doesn't do daylight saving, so for part of the year, it's different. See? It's always complicated. It's a simple, brilliant, and slightly absurd tourist attraction that celebrates one of the most unique geographical quirks in the country. Let's talk about mountains. You see them, they look big, ancient, and permanent, right? Like they've been there forever and will be there forever. Well, that's only half true. Let's compare 2 of America's biggest mountain ranges, the Appalachians in the east and the Rockies in the west. It's like comparing a wise old grandpa to a moody teenager who's still going through a growth spurt, and I mean that literally. The Appalachian Mountains are ancient. We're talking almost 500 million years old. They were once as tall and jagged as the Himalayas, but for millions and millions of years, wind, rain, and ice have been wearing them down. They're weathered, rounded, and covered in trees. They're the calm, gentle giants of the mountain world. They've seen it all, done it all, and now they're just kind of chilling, enjoying their retirement. Then you have the Rocky Mountains. The Rockies are the new kids on the block. They're only about 55 to 80 million years old, which in geological time is basically yesterday. They are sharp, pointy, and still incredibly active. And here's the crazy part, they are still growing. The tectonic plates underneath the western US are still pushing and shoving, forcing the Rockies to get just a little bit taller every single year. It's not something you'd notice on your ski trip, but it's happening. This is what makes geography so cool. It's not static. The Earth is a living, breathing thing. These mountains are in a constant state of change. The Rockies are in their awkward teenage phase, all sharp angles and still growing, while the Appalachians are the wise grandparents, smoothed down by a lifetime of experience. So next time you see a mountain, remember it's not just a big pile of rock. It's a character in a story that's been unfolding for millions of years. And it's a story that isn't over yet. Okay, let's head over to Kentucky, the bluegrass state, famous for horses, bourbon, and time travel? Yeah, you heard me. Kentucky has a serious time management issue. The state is split right down the middle by 2 different time zones. The eastern half of the state runs on Eastern Time, and the western half is on Central Time. This sounds simple enough, right? Wrong. It creates some seriously weird and confusing situations. Imagine you live in one of the towns right on the border. Your house could be in one time zone, but the grocery store across the street is an hour behind you. You could literally leave your house at 8 a.m., drive 5 minutes to get milk, and arrive at the store at 7:05 a.m. You've traveled back in time. It's like having your own personal, very slow DeLorean. Forget 88 miles per hour, you just need a beat-up pickup truck and a desire for cheaper gas. This split isn't just a straight, clean line. It zigzags and weaves through the state, following county lines. This means you can have kids on the same school bus who live in different time zones. Think about coordinating after-school practice. Okay, practice is at 4 p.m. Wait, your 4 p.m. or my 4 p.m.? It must be a nightmare for scheduling anything. The party starts at 8. Great, but do I show up now or in an hour? It's a bizarre geographical quirk that affects daily life in a very real way. Some counties have even petitioned to switch time zones because it gets so confusing for business and schools. It's a constant debate. It's a reminder that these lines on a map, these zones we create to organize our world, can have some really strange and funny consequences. So if you're ever driving through Kentucky and you feel like you're losing or gaining time, don't worry. You're not going crazy. You've just entered Kentucky's very own Twilight Zone. And there you have it. From Florida's disappearing act to Kentucky's time-traveling towns, the geography of the United States is so much more than just lines on a map. It's a living, breathing story full of incredible, mind-bending, and downright hilarious quirks. We've seen how you can stand in 4 states at once and how some mountains are still hitting their growth spurt while others are enjoying a peaceful retirement. Who knew the ground beneath our feet could be so dramatic? These facts are more than just trivia. They're a reminder that our world is an incredibly dynamic and fascinating place. Every state, every city, every corner of this country has a unique story to tell, written by millions of years of geology, history, and human curiosity. It just goes to show you that there's always something new to discover, even in a place you think you know so well. The adventure is literally right outside your door, or in some cases, right underneath it. So, what did you think? Which of these facts blew your mind the most? Let me know down in the comments, and if you know any other insane geography facts, share them. I love reading them. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today. If you had fun, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss our next adventure. Until then, stay curious, keep exploring, and always question the map. See you next time.